Hi, I'm Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes, a premier executive resume writing company, and thank you so much for joining me today. So today we're going to talk about how being unique can kill your executive job search. Now, I'm going to tell you that I start off a lot of conversations with executives who are looking for jobs or senior professionals who are looking for jobs. And the conversation typically starts off with the individual telling me, well, let me tell you how my situation's different. And they're genuinely, normally correct. Their situation is different. It is unique. And we're each unique individuals, right? So, I mean, there's truth to all of that. Even though there's so many elements of a job search, even being done by different people that can be similar, and we have some commonalities in that approach. The bottom line is we're all a little different, and that uniqueness can be celebrated and should be celebrated. But I'm going to tell you a few ways that sometimes people let their uniqueness get in the way, and it absolutely unequivocally can kill a job search. And I'm going to tell you to watch out for these, because when I say it, if it's happening to you, these points will resonate with you. So the first is that the first way you're being unique is killing your job search is you just kind of automatically assume that people aren't going to get you. And while that may be true for some individuals that you encounter through the job search and through networking, that is absolutely not going to be the case with every person you meet. So you can't make that assumption. If you make that assumption from the start, it becomes really difficult to then want to reach out to anybody. I mean, what's the motivation behind that, right? If you already feel you're not going to be understood, not going to be heard, this person isn't going to get you because you're so unique. It's going to be hard to motivate yourself to want to do that outreach, to continue that job search, to continue that exploration, because what's the point, right? If you're already thinking in this futile manner, it's going to really hurt your mindset to keep wanting to explore new avenues and new connections. So that is one absolutely painful way that being unique can hurt your job search. I want you to be aware of that. The second way being unique can kill your job search is sometimes people have a tendency of just, in the spirit of being who they are and not making apologies for it, which I am an advocate for, by the way. They just kind of think that, I'm going to show up, and if they don't accept me as I am, screw them, right? Which in concept is absolutely a wonderful place to arrive to, that sometimes happens more as we get older than younger, but no matter what age it happens to you, it can be pretty freeing. But that pendulum of accept me as I am, no matter what, that pendulum can swing to the other side. And where I see people engage in some self-sabotage is we still need to take the time to understand how who we are can appeal to others, right? We're essentially a product. We have to know our benefits and features, and we have to know how the market that we are trying to appeal to can be attracted to us. We still need to take the time to do that if we want to be attractive as a candidate, attractive as or have companies want to still hire us, right? I mean, we're not living in a vacuum by ourselves, right? So we still have to interact with people, and who we are and being accepted as who we are still needs to be accepted by others, right? So you still need to do some research into your prospects, into the companies of interest, your target roles, and see how they will want to be interested in you being exactly who you are, and then sell that to them, right? So we still need to do some work. And the mistake I see people make, this is kind of a long-winded number 2 here, but the mistake I see people make is they just expect to show up and everybody just fawns all over them exactly as they are, without them doing any research to see if who they are is going to be a benefit and of interest to that potential employer or that potential person that they are now engaging with. So, it's still a two-way street for you to be accepted as you are. And you can't just plop yourself down on a chair across a table and that's it, and not do any work, and expect the other person to do all the work to learn who you are and see if you're the person that they want. So, just don't forget in wanting to be accepted as who you are, you still need to do some work, and relationships are still a two-way street. And so that's the second mistake that I see people make, is they're not willing to do the work or don't realize that there is work to do. The third way that I see being unique kills someone's job search is it can make someone feel really isolated. They think that they're the only one going through this, or no one's going to believe that they're going through this, or they can't believe that they're going through it, so they don't want to share it with anybody else because of what others may think. I've seen such shame around losing a job. I felt it myself. You think that no one else is going to understand, or no one else is going through it the way you have gone through it because you're unique, right? And you may have some absolutely horrible extenuating circumstances around that job loss. Some job losses are easier for others to digest than others. I mean, that's just human nature, right? But with that said, when we think we're so unique to the place where we don't ask for help, or, we don't ask for, emotional help, physical help, professional help, both on a mental health basis as well as like in our professional career, like asking our network professionally for help. Just when we allow our uniqueness to just simply isolate us, it's definitely going to have an adverse effect on that job search as well as everything else going on in our life. So, make sure that your uniqueness is not holding you back. People still have to understand your uniqueness. They have to understand how it's relevant to them and can benefit them. You still need to sell it. And just make sure you continually put yourself out in the world, even if it's rejected, or even if it's, not appealing to somebody. There'll always be someone else, right? We live in a world of, billions of people. There's going to be others, that will be interested. It doesn't have to be, the first 100 we talk to, maybe, there's a lot more after that. So, just remember, you need one opportunity, and most of us get more than one. So just keep talking to people. Don't let your uniqueness isolate you. Make sure you stay out there and, lean on people, get help, and take care of yourself in the process. But if you're feeling isolated and unique, that's when you need to reach out. I'm telling you right now, just watch out for that. So if this resonated with you and you want to talk to somebody, go to the link below, schedule a chat with my team. Let us see how we can help. And, this way you don't have to do it alone. And if we're not the right, firm for you to hire, I refer to other individuals just to make sure you're getting the support you need. So, just make sure you reach out, and at the minimum, send me a DM or email me at lr@chameleonresumes.com, and I'll see how I can help you through email. So if this resonated with you, I'm going to ask you to share the video. I'm going to ask you to like it if you liked it. I'm going to ask you to share it with anyone who you feel like this may resonate with. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so this way you don't miss next week's video. And if you have a comment or a question, I already gave you my email address, or you can feel free to comment below. I do my best to read and reply to every email, DM, and comment. So thank you so much for watching. Don't stay isolated. You can celebrate your uniqueness and not have it, adversely affect your job search. So let's show you how. Take good care.